Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. Today I am bringing you guys along for what I am calling and what I truly feel to be the most important part of my homeschooling day. I recently put up a video talking about how I'm not doing technical morning basket anymore, why that is, and if you want to go and check out that video, I'll link it down below for you guys. But for today's video, I wanted to share what my morning time is looking like now that we're not doing a traditional morning basket, simply because my kids are growing, they're getting older, we're dual enrolled in college over here, and I explained more in that video, so I don't want to go into it here. But I do want to thank World Watch News for sponsoring today's video, you guys. So many of you know how much I have loved and been sharing World Watch with you through the years, and that is why I'm so excited to talk about the incredible offer that I have from them in this video. A lot of you participated last year when they were doing a referral contest, and we actually won the referral contest, so thank you guys so much. We got to meet Brian Basham, the Big Bash as the kids know him. I will put a picture up right here if you guys want to check it out. But World Watch News has blessed our homeschool. I can't even begin to tell you just how much of a blessing their 10-minute news segments have been to our family, and you guys are going to see that in our morning time as we get going. But I wanted to give you a little introduction to this video and just truly share with you guys that this is my most important part of my homeschool day. This is what my homeschool mom heart memories are going to be made of. It's not going to be the math lessons, although those are important too. This is what I love. This is why I homeschool, and World Watch News is definitely a part of that. So we're gonna head downstairs. I'm gonna bring you guys along. I'm gonna give you a glimpse at what it's looking like with kids ages 16 down to 11. And as always, an unfiltered, unedited look. I can't show everything in its fullness because this video would be over an hour long. That's about how long it's taking us, but I think you can gather some good ideas from what I am able to share with bits and pieces and clips and things like that. Hey you guys, come on, time to start World Watch.
Super. Yeah, with 23 Marines on board. Several were injured and are being treated by the Royal Darwin Hospital. President Biden and the Australian Prime Minister expressed their condolences. The cause of the crash is still being investigated to determine whether it was mechanical failure, weather-related, or some other issue. This isn't the first Osprey to crash on a training mission. The aircraft is complex and has seen troubles and delayed deployment since it was first designed, and usually is an inside job, according to museum staff and recovery experts. In a statement, the museum said most missing items were small: gold jewelry, gemstones, glass. Most have been kept, ultimately rest with the director. The priority now is recovery and figuring out what could have been done to prevent the theft. The British Museum is best known for housing treasures such as the Parthenon marbles and the Rosetta Stone. Honduras will be releasing clouds of mosquitoes into its environment. Wait, what?
Ew.
Oh, no, actually, it's a good thing. They've been infected with Wolbachia, a bacteria that doesn't hurt humans, but does stop the mosquitoes from spreading dengue fever. The little guys can still bite, they just can't pass along the disease. Neither can their offspring.
Classic books are popping off the shelves of this historic London bookshop called Hatchard's. The reason? TikTok. For book lovers, also known as book talk.
The original, what are they called? Talks, messages, came out during July, and ever since then it's been on the go. And it feels like if you're coming to London, this is one of the things you want to do.
That's really cool.
Hatchard's used to sell about one copy of this book a week, and now it's selling 15 in a week. Published in 1859, A Tale of Two Cities is Charles Dickens' most renowned historical novel, and it's one of my personal favorites. But why are bookworms snatching it up now? The novel is referenced in a modern book written by Cassandra Clare. One of her characters buys A Tale of Two Cities from Hatchard's, so readers are visiting to do the very same thing. Claire says she picked this particular bookstore because her grandfather, who lived in London, took her there often.
You climb these lovely winding steps and, you know, you have this real sense of being surrounded sort of by the history.
Hatchard's is London's oldest bookshop, established in 1797.
That is so
it holds
cool,
a royal
with
warrant,
those stairs.
meaning it's the official bookseller of the royal family. One of the first customers recorded in its daily ledger is Queen Charlotte, wife of King George III.
You can still go to Hatcher's, you can still buy a book there, you know.
So what triggers migration? Is it just a cold?
Well, there's still a lot of mystery to it, but it could be they sense the day is getting shorter. It could be the change in food supply, or just something in their genes. Bird owners sometimes see restlessness in their pets during fall and spring, if it's a migratory bird species.
Thanks, Michelle. It's pretty amazing that once they do decide to go, God gave them such a nose for navigation. Literally. Research shows their sense of smell is just one of the navigation tools birds use. If you're into bird watching, Birdcast isn't the only resource you can use. There's also apps like this one that can identify birds you see and hear. Here, birdie! Come here, birdie! Come out, birds!
Why do you have to go in trees?
And now, birds of a feather quiz together. When it comes to migration, some are fast, but this one is the slowest. Woodcock, papillon, frogmouth.
Which one?
Shoebill stork. The woodcock has been clocked flying.
So as you guys saw, we start our homeschool mornings every single morning around the table with World Watch News, and that is why I'm so excited to be partnering with them. Thank you, World Watch, for sponsoring my channel and for providing us with amazing news segments that help me discuss current events with my children. There is honestly nothing more important than that I think of as a homeschooling mom in this day and age, in this culture, than being the one that gets to sit around the table and discuss what is going on in the world with my teenagers and my youngest daughter and really help them see the world through their biblical worldview. I am so blessed that that is my job as a mom, to help them be informed, because we obviously don't want our children going out as adults and having no clue about what is going on in the world. And equipping them to stand for Christ means they have to know what is going on in the world. There's no better discipleship tool than World Watch News and discussion. Watch it 10 minutes a day, just the right amount of, you know, real current events, but not burdensome. It's not going to weigh you down. It's not going to make you feel like the world is falling apart. And the healthy reminder that is the sentiment of my heart at the end of every segment: no matter the news, the purpose of the Lord will stand. And so they finish every single segment with that closing line, and I really think that that in and of itself is such a valuable lesson to teach our children. I discovered World Watch News over almost 2 years ago, and we have faithfully watched it every single day. It's honestly become my preferred source for getting my news, because it is fact-based reporting from a biblical worldview, and that is the way that I want to receive my news. That is what I want to have in my home. And we don't have cable TV, probably like many of you, so different media outlets that are not quite trustworthy are not bringing their information into our house. So World Watch is my trusted news source. I absolutely love them. I love their mission and the entire team at World Watch News. And I am so excited about the offer that I have to offer you guys. So for the month of September only, so this deal will expire at the end of September, you guys can get 6 months free to World Watch News with you when you use my code that will be down below. It's going to be Grace and Grit 6, but the information will be down below. That offer will expire at the end of September, and I will not have another offer that provides 6 months of World Watch News for free for you guys. So click the link down below, head over there, make sure you enter my code at checkout. You'll get 6 months for free. Start your days with World Watch or play it during lunch. just add it into your home and discuss it with your children. The conversations World Watch has sparked up in my home have been a blessing, and it is our job to be the shaper and molder of our children's perspective of what is going on, and World Watch will help you do that. It will help you spark conversation, and it might even force you to discuss some things that maybe you really, weren't quite thinking about, but your children are seeing it, they're picking it up. Culture is loud, it's permeating everywhere you go. Even as much as you want to, build a bubble and live in that, you just can't do it. So don't be fooled that your children are not gaining information from other places. They are. So make sure that they're getting the facts, and you're there to walk them through it as a godly example to them. So World Watch News will be down below for you guys. Take advantage of that offer. It is seriously so generous, and I know that it's going to bless thousands of you guys in your homeschools. Back to them. There's two different kinds of listening. And we see the example here that we can be so distracted with tasks and busyness and things like that, that we don't give people the time that they need, our friends the time that they need, our siblings the time that they need, our parents the time that they need to actually listen and understand. And we should not be so busy and distracted that we don't give people the time that they need. So it's not that doing your daily work is bad, but we should never prioritize tasks over relationships with people, right? And with friendships too. So when we're listening to someone, what are some important things to demonstrate that we're actually listening, Caleb?
Not talking back.
Okay, not just talking back. What else? What's a number one thing that communicates that we're listening to what the person says?
Not talking.
You already said that. Something else.
I don't know anything else.
Eye contact.
Eye contact. When someone talks to us, we look them in the eyes. Like when your mom is teaching, you look this direction. Eye contact is the number one thing that indicates that we're listening. And being free from distraction. Whether that's something going on in the background and I'm looking at you and you're talking to me, but I'm like this. My eyes are wandering. Is that going to communicate to you that I'm listening to you? Or how about this? Does that communicate that I'm listening to you? Or how about this? Does that communicate that I'm listening to you? No. So being a good listener is focusing on the person, looking at them when they're talking, being free of distraction, and seeking to understand what they're saying, not just for you to reply back to them. Listening to understand. Do we understand what that means? Proverbs 2:2 says, listening closely will give us wisdom and direct our hearts to understanding. So listening is very important. When a problem comes up, you need to seek to understand what the other person might be thinking, feeling, or going through. And listening takes intention. Like Mary, we have to clear away distractions so that we can focus. Martha was a good friend. It wasn't that she was a bad friend. She was trying to serve Jesus, but the Bible says in that moment she was distracted by service. Sometimes wanting to do things can be distracting, even if we're wanting to do good things. Sometimes the biggest, most important thing you can do is to sit still and listen to somebody. Permission, that which belongs to someone else. Romans 13:9 says, for the commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not covet, and any other commandment are summed up in this word, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Because if we love our neighbor as ourselves, we're not going to be doing any of these things. And that's why they say that. It covers. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you have given us, and I thank you for your word. I thank you for the resources you have so graciously provided us so that we can learn and study and grow closer to you. I thank you for the time that you've given me to be able to disciple and guide no matter how difficult, and I pray that this time would be glorifying to you, that the words that we read and the time that we take would be transformative in our hearts and not. Can you do it? In. Do it. Now try to do it while breathing out. Hello. Which was easier to do? When you're breathing out. Talking, that's because you have to push air out to talk. Okay, put your hand in the middle of your throats and make the zzz sound. You guys need to put away all your science things and everything before we go upstairs.
Already did.
So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a look at our morning meeting, morning time, formerly morning basket. Make sure you guys check out the link to World Watch News and use my code at checkout for 6 months free to World Watch, you guys. That expires at the end of this month, and I will not have that discount available anymore. So if you have been wanting or needing or feeling the conviction to get discussing current events with your children in your home, World Watch is the trusted source to go to. We absolutely love it. And you guys can use my code, which will be down in the description box as well on the screen right here, to get 6 months for free to try it out. You will be blessed, your homeschool will be blessed, and you will be helping shape your children and their biblical worldview more than you can even understand, all with just a 10-minute news segment and a little bit of discussion after. It is so fruitful, you guys. So make sure you take advantage of that. That link will be down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys again really soon.